Ah.
So Calicut is a food capital of Kerala. People come to Calicut to have food of various kinds. The cuisine you get over here, the range of cuisine you get here is enormous. So you have a very popular restaurant like Paragon, Sagar, and if you want European food, as once one of my friends from Europe came, he said, no, I don't want to go there because it's very much European. That is Kings Bay, and somebody says Alibai. You have varieties, and if you want beef biryani, that's Rahmat Hotel. And there people call it hotel instead of restaurant. Most of the restaurants are called hotel, and even Bombay Hotel is a restaurant which has got a history. So we just go there, walk near the beach, and then go have tea in Bombay restaurant, which is working since early 40s. Would you believe? So this is a culture which we have. We Kozhikkodans, we call it in Malayalam, have here. So in 2 days or 3 days, if you don't go to a tea shop or a restaurant and sit there, yell at others, talk, have food, eat, discuss, whatnot. So everything is done over a cup of tea here. So this is Calicut. So of late we have, of course, yes, we have walked into the globalized culture, having some coffee shops as well. There are some coffee shops like you have Coffee Day, you have Coffee Beans, you have Choco Tree, many Khan's Cafe and all that. And along with that, you have another one called Downtown as well, which are quite close by. These coffee shops are. Calicut as such is a small town. It's not a big town or very massive population or so. But the presence, the Muslim presence here, it gives a color to these cuisines because they prepare fish and beef and chicken and mutton and everything. Along with that, you have that Telichiri kind of and Calicut kind of. Lot of different varieties of foods they have, and these things will give people a variety of choices. So people go walking, and now coffee shops as well. But this downtown is rather than a coffee shop, it became more of an eatery. You can call it more of an eatery, and then it's a meeting place for many, and it is very crowded, unlike many coffee shops. So thing is, we used to go there, and suddenly a couple of days back, a friend of mine calls, and he said, "Hey, have you read your WhatsApp messages?" I said, "I don't know." He said, from Dubai. It happens here very often. It's very funny that I get a message from Dubai, from my friend, cousin. He says that there's a coffee shop called Downtown which is being attacked. I was shocked. I was coming back from my school where I teach, dental school. So I said, okay, if it's attacked, what for? Then I saw some photographs, and they said some youngsters meeting there and hugging each other, and some things which are not approved of by, quote unquote, by the society in Calicut has happened. And some channel, later I came to know about this, but they said one of the channels, they have reported this, and first thing to flash to my mind was I should go there, because I called up 2-3 friends of mine who are working in the nearby, in the near vicinities. They said, we don't know. I said, okay, it is just 3-4 hours now. Morning somewhere around 11-12 it might have happened, and they said 3-4 hours, and then it is 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I was just coming back, it was around 3. Then I went there directly. I drove directly to down. shop. Then I picked some of my friends and then I told them, hey, our downtown is attacked. Uh, and I was not aware of the gravity of the situation. They said, okay, we'll join you. I said, I'm just going there to have coffee, to protest. If they say anti-social, then of course, yes, perhaps we will try removing our shirts and sit there and have coffee and protest and come back and all. I said. Then friends said, okay, let's go. And then we went there. We could see a heavily protected police van there, which was parked outside, and full of people there, shattered glasses, shattered TV, and upturned chairs, tables. And I asked, what's wrong? Then they said a group of Yuva Morcha people, under the leadership of their state secretary also, an advocate, as per the reports which I saw later, came in and they were seen in the TV clippings later. So we walked in and we could see this. We asked the proprietors what happened. They said, no, see, sir, they say that people were doing certain unwanted things or anti-social activities there, or you can say which is not usually approved of by Calicut and all that they said. I mean, they were not sure what really happened. Some of them were really, one or two were fuming, others were shivering, and different kinds of responses. I said, I want coffee. Will you serve? They said, no, sir, we have problems. I said, no, we came to protest, so give us coffee. So they gave us coffee willingly, and then we all were having coffee, sitting on the table, sitting on whatever pieces of furniture we could cling on or sit on or lean on, and then we had coffee. Then there was a mood created by people that no, we should not budge to this kind of force. So it's not new that any Sangh outfit using force. I mean, Sangh outfits they usually they do not believe in democratic institutions, basically. So even if Supreme Court says something, they need not obey according to them, and that we have seen. So if it's Yuva Morcha, there is no wonder that they will do this. But I haven't seen Yuva Morcha doing this in Calicut, because as we have seen the history of violence in India, I mean, this city was quite silent. I mean, never Calicut witnessed these kind of, even at small scale you don't see these kind of violences. Of course, political protests, yes, it was there, and it's always a place of food, place of music, place of art, place of movies, and so on. So we had coffee, we discussed with them, and we just came off from there. I mean, they said it's fine. Then I started thinking why it has happened. So first of all, it's a place of socializing for the youngsters. So they get a place to sit, chat, and discuss things. Of course, yes, lovers also. I mean, if you get a place of that kind, who will not go in your youth, you go there. Of course, they sit with their girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. They discuss, they talk, they chat. I do not know what exactly has happened, but when I asked one of the proprietors, he showed me the CCTV screen near the counter. He said even the lawns which they have provided for people to sit, there is another CCTV. So everything is seen by them and it's informed to the customers. So it's highly unlikely that he said things of this kind which was reported by the TV, Jai Hind TV, to happen. Then that was the first thing. Then what made Yuva Morcha do this? That's the question which we have to ask ourselves. Why Yuva Morcha should attack this coffee shop. The first thing I said was the response to this was very healthy by them. But that will not give the answer to my question why they attacked. Not only attacked, they shattered, they really used force. And they did not retract from that. They called up our friends in the different dailies and TV channels, and they said our stand should be covered. Then most of the people which I know, a couple of friends called me up and said, see, they have explained their stand by shattering the glasses and TVs. And why should we give another chance for them to explain it? So this was Yuva Morcha's stand. And first thing was a place where people could sit and discuss and chat and exchange or share some time was put into a kind of it was put under a kind of violence by this people. So apart from all this, why Calicut is another question. Calicut, where you have, it's a peaceful place, why Yuva Morcha is creating this problem. This has to be answered, that I said already. So with all this, now if you see further, why Jai Hind reported this? Then I just checked. Jai Hind's office is quite close by, very nearby. So in that near vicinity, if you walk into the lawn and look up, you see a building where Jai Hind works. So I don't think it's a scoop or anything. Most probably from the terrace of their office, they could easily get access with a nice camera. So that camera, they may get something, and they can do, most probably they might have done that to make it a scoop. And this was taken in. And who did the scoop is another question, because just a scoop and showing in a channel will not reach everybody, because we have umpteen number of channels over here. It's extremely difficult for people to watch all the channels unless the cameraman or the person who reported takes it to the people there. Then only they will come to know that such a thing has happened. Otherwise, who watches? Personally, I don't even watch any of these channels. Or else it should spread through WhatsApp or Facebook or some social networking. That hasn't happened by that time, because early morning 11 o'clock it has happened, and it was well planned with the flags. People were walking in, and there has to be some meetings. So I feel this reporter himself or herself might have given this so-called scoop to the person concerned, the Yuva Morcha persons concerned, and they might have done this. So this has to be investigated again. And furthermore, away from what I have said, there are certain other things as well, because if people are forcefully collecting money from shops for their so-called political activities, this can happen because when the violator himself becomes the ruler, like a person like Narendra Modi can become a prime minister of a nation who does not give much importance for his people. Rather, he is more concerned about the corporates, and also his own interests of various kinds, the Hindutva agenda. So if he is doing all that under Narendra Modi, whoever feels that we should do certain such activities, they are collaterally motivated by this kind of an atmosphere. So they may forcefully collect money. They may say that, okay, we'll shatter your glasses, we do something. That will be a hidden kind of threat. Veiled threat can always be there, and that has to be taken note of by the civic society. And this kind of use of force against the civic spaces should be resisted with all the force, and then all sorts of groups should come out. And like even today at 5 o'clock, there is a social gathering. People are gathering there in downtown and protesting against this. So these kind of gatherings should be mobilized and responded, and this should be stopped in a place like Calicut. And people should come again and again, have wonderful biryanis here, and whatever, whether it is fish or chicken or beef or whatever, they should come, have enjoy the eateries here, and go back. Not this kind of vandalism and hooliganism, and which is called politics. I do not know, and this is heavily, highly deplorable kind of activities. This civic society and the people here and the youngsters here, if they don't come out in groups and then protest against this, and in different ways, various manner, then only this could be curbed and controlled and totally removed from the Calicut culture.